Delete the default cube and the light source. Then after that, import the 3D model into the viewport. Change the X rotation to 0 degree and Z rotation to 180 degree. Reduce the scale value to 0.1. Head over to front view and set the origin as geometry to origin. Select the camera, press Alt plus R and then Alt plus G to bring the camera to the center, and after that rotate it in 90 degrees in X axis. Select the camera and move it a little bit backwards in Y axis. Now go to camera properties and increase the focal length of the camera to whatever value which suits you perfectly, or you can go with the same value as shown in the video. Now add a plane mesh to the viewport, rotate it 90 degrees in X axis and move it backwards and scale it in such a way that it serves as a background for the scene. Switch the render engine from EV to cycles. Select CPU or GPU. Enter viewport and render max samples to 32 and 128. In color management, change view transform to standard and look to very high contrast. Change the color to complete black in world properties. Now switch from solid mode to rendered mode. Add an area light to the viewport. Move it upwards in Z-axis. Go to area light properties. Change the shape from square to disc. Increase the power to somewhere around 70 watts. Come to the side view and move the light source backwards in Y-axis. Increase the size of the area light to get a better lighting for the scene. Select the light source. Press R twice and rotate it to get a better light throw, and you can also increase or decrease the power of the area light as per your choice. Now for shading the scene, let's head over to shader editor. Select the plane mesh, press new to add a new material. Increase metallic and specular to 1 and reduce roughness to 0.3. Select the female head, then increase the specular value to 1 and decrease roughness to 0.2. Add a displacement node and join it to displacement in the material output. Add a Voronoi texture to the shader editor. Switch from 3D to 4D. Join color to height. Reduce mid-level to 0 and scale to 0.5. Select the Voronoi texture and press Ctrl plus T to get the texture coordinate plus mapping node. Add a bump node and join it to normal of the principal BSDF shader. Add a color ramp node and join it to the height of the bump node. Duplicate the color ramp node and move it upwards. Add a web texture node and join it to the color ramp. Switch from bands to rings and press Ctrl plus T to get the same texture coordinate and mapping node. Switch from linear to ease in the color ramp. Add another color stop to the color ramp and change their position so that some kind of patterns appear over the face. Now head over to Material Properties. Under Settings, switch from Bump Only to Displacement Only. Then after that, add a remesh modifier, select Sharp and increase the octree depth to 9. Join the color ramp to the base color of the principled BSDF shader. Go to Material Mode for a smoother view of the scene. Add a few colored stops to the color ramp. Change the color stops to multiple colors of your choice. Switch from linear to constant. Then after that, change the position of the color stops to get some nice looking patterns. Join the Voronoi texture to the color ramp. Switch to rendered mode to get a better look of the scene. You can get some really nice looking patterns by changing the positions of the color stops. Beside this, you can also change the distance metric in the Voronoi texture from Euclidean to Manhattan or Chebyshev or Minkowski. Come to full screen layout. Press Ctrl plus B and drag to select the render region. Now click on Render Image to start the rendering process. After the render has finished, click on Image and save the file to a desired location on your computer. Thank you so much to everyone for watching the video. If you found the video useful, do drop a like and don't forget to add your valuable comment. Hope to see you all in the next video. Till then, stay tuned and keep learning.